Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 4th monthly Vanguard tournament. My name is Thomas JaKaTaKtv. With me is Glorfidith.
Hello.
And Theo.
Hi.
And in the least creepy way possible, we begin the tournament. Here, spawning in the top left, Torino, who has selected the Rainer pieces, and Daedra, who has, Abathur. That's kind of fun. And then we agreed that stream cheating was okay. No,
Yes,
we
it's
didn't.
absolutely
Mr.
okay.
T is being a butt. Noma's King picked Rainer, and I'm sorry, Mr. T is on Phoenix.
I think that was actually a hint for my stream to actually turn off and then turn on, given I have no delay on it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. No delay. That's gonna be problematic.
Oh, it is gonna be a problem.
Uh-oh. That's gonna be definitely a problem that I totally also don't have right now. Definitely no problems.
We need to fix that.
We're gonna do that. Okay. Apply. Great.
You see, there's some technical difficulties happening right now. Just ignore that, everyone. It's fine.
Yeah, it's totally not even a problem. I don't even know what you guys are talking about because problems, I got none of those.
Daedra has gone for a 3 expand right now.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
He still has no spawning pool.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's giving the gases though, so as long as this is not scouted straight away.
Well, he just took a spawning pool right now.
This is pretty risky though, like 1 barracks and to defend like all of this space. And we are going to see a little bit of a challenge come in. Noma's King moving out. It's 4 base to 5.
As long as Mr. T joins, this should be a cancel for sure. It's gonna depend on this little skirmish here. Engagement, the micro. Seems like Noma's King does not want to engage here.
Well, they don't know.
Torino doing a great job in preventing that scout. Zealot's joining the fight very late. See if they're gonna do another push in.
Blue doesn't know. Blue team doesn't know that this expansion is even here. They don't even see it. This SCV might give it away though.
Are they gonna trigger the tower?
Oh.
I think they're focused on microing. Oh, shut down the ambush bunker. That's a big deal.
I don't think they've noticed that expansion, no.
Yeah, they haven't seen it yet.
That's interesting.
That's going to work out heavily in their favor.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem for the blue team now.
Oh, ambush bunker is going to go off though for Noma's King. Nice hit there. This is a strong early push.
This is really strong.
Ooh, wow.
The wings
Guardian Shell on 2 Zealots. Really wanted those 2 Zealots to stay alive. And in critical moments like these, I don't even disagree. The unit counts are so low.
Yeah.
Production should snowball in Team Red's favor now, but the damage has been done. It's slight, but it's great.
Yeah, it's really good. They forced out a whole bunch of units. And now, finally, they are going to scout this early 5th base.
One team have now realized that it's there.
And realize that their economy is behind.
I mean, that's going to be really expensive if he does lose it, because it was such an early game investment. Which is really risky with Vanguard, as we know.
Yeah, early 5 base strategies are almost never seen, so this is a sort of new push in the greed direction for the meta.
Oh, the unit supply is very far away here for blue team. Could these circlings actually hammer this down? I doubt it. It's gonna be quite an reaction though for blue team. They have to react fast.
Wild Mutation's gonna pump up that attack speed, and this is gonna be pretty close.
Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be very
then again,
close.
there's Zealot and Vultures coming in, so those are going
Damn.
That's disastrous. Not only did Daedra and Torino take an early 5th base, but they just shut down the 5th base of their opponents. That was brutal.
Really nice.
They have such an econ lead right now.
Yeah, it just shows how important, even though you have these fortification structures on the map providing vision, there's key points you just have to be aware of so that you do not lose your stuff like that.
those Hydras. Look at them go.
Oh, totally ignoring the ambush bunker. Just gonna try to move past it for the most part. Finish off this engagement.
Ooh.
Nice Herald hit.
Yeah, Herald. Oh, painful. Very painful.
We're seeing Banshee harassment in the Terran, blue Terran's natural, although the Banshees are not gonna get chased down by the Scout.
Yeah, just one scout. It's gonna make it painful for them to try and harass. They're gonna go home for now.
Yeah, so blue team is definitely gonna have to go to tools now. I think siege tanks always, you know, help you obtain a position where you can fight at a disadvantage. Same thing can be said for Storm and these powerful splash tools at shorter ranges for Protoss. They really need something now to make something happen with some riskier tools to get back in this game, I think.
Yeah, we're starting to see. Oh wow, this scan is gonna spot the burrow move.
Yeah.
They're gonna know it's coming
now
in.
Now they know.
That is so fortunate. They were scanning for the army location, got that, but also got this little bit of harassment coming in.
Are they gonna realize that the Lings are burrowing? I
Well,
don't think they know.
well, they're not gonna know where they go.
Yeah.
They just know. Look, they know at one base they're gonna pop up.
Deirdre's trying to punish right now again, but
Oh, no detection,
the
no
Lings
observers.
2 observers in production. And we have Arbiters coming into the field. I don't think it's a bad strategy, although this map is very open. So you're gonna have to use the middle chokes to really get some good stasis fields off.
Yep. Getting on the high ground here, but huge concave for the Hydras. Reinforcement from Mr. T will push the red team back. There's the observer now.
Yeah.
Gonna clean up these links.
The bird Lings are gonna. Yeah. It was a nice try.
Yeah. Did he build a forge? Do we have a forge?
So we have a
I
mirror
don't think
siege
so.
tank bio war. I'm curious how the blue team is gonna get, you know, this advantage back. I think with stasis fields, the blue team can actually make better siege tank engagements, because that's such a strong tool, especially on siege tanks that are so crucial to these fights.
Yeah, one stasis on the siege tanks if they're too clumped up could swing the whole fight.
Ooh, we're gonna see some lurker.
Oh, the Terran, blue Terran is out of position for this fight. There's no siege up just yet. A lot of blue forces chasing this back though. Meanwhile, the third base is getting smashed by Banshees.
Smashed by Banshees. That is not a word you want to hear.
No, and it looks like this is even going to get pushed back. The base is going to get focused down again.
Oh, goodbye. They really, really want to get rid of that one, don't they? Oh, oh no.
Ooh, I think they actually Daedra escaped there with some of them. Maybe they're sending them over. Oh yeah, I think they're gonna find them. Yeah, there we go.
What I'm noticing from these teams is that they don't seem to be gathering Stanaga energy from structures that as much as I would like to, especially the blue team. They haven't cleaned their own defensive sentry turrets for that extra energy. We know when these armies they scale in sizes, it's so important that you have that energy to tip the fights in your favor.
Absolutely. Daedra has to respect the Arbiters here. Gotta be very careful not to get caught.
Ooh, a
Torino coming
sandwich.
in. This is a nice little, practically a 2-on-1. First
Great
stasis goes
stasis.
off, second stasis as well.
Yeah,
Lurkers are out of the fight for the time being. We did see some
That's
techs.
painful, definitely for the siege tanks, with the lurkers being ceaseless.
Yeah, these siege
Yeah,
tanks
this
have been out of
looked
commission
much
for so
better
much of it.
blue. It looks so much better for blue, but the missing army units from the Protoss, the carriers, made it such a much more even fight closer than I had expected with these great stasises.
Well, and
Yeah,
the
it's
tanks
surprising.
were getting flashbanged, so they were stunned for most of that fight, unable to
correct.
attack, unable to unsiege as well. You just can't use any of your abilities.
Yeah, you may want to get some, consider getting some EMP tools to deal with these energy units. This applies to both Terran players, actually. Either... Oh. Seems like there's a huge chunk of Terran
Burrow.
army out of position.
Oh, so many scans on the borrowed units. Ugh, must
Oh,
be painful.
Red's trying to take the center here, but this will be a 2-on-1 fight initially. Torino's going to back up, wait for Daedra, and Daedra's going to do a little bit of harass in the bottom section.
That's a great missile turret placement to deal with these lurkers.
Hmm.
This might actually be an even game now. Nomus King and Mr. T is doing really great and communicating well as well, it seems, because they seem to stick together and not really split off. Oh no! Do you see this check?
Oh, put
Oh
the Jaws
my.
music on. The harassment from the Abathur Burrow move trait.
This is next level click on Nexus.
I love the lings. I absolutely love the burrow lings right now. It's definitely one of those things that when you do, it's deadly.
And it just feels like you have a different option than just running into walls and stuff all the time. Birdlings is definitely something you can appreciate in comparison to StarCraft 2, where you just never get an option almost to get through other than these small tight chokes and Protoss walls and stuff.
Man, this central base by Mr. T is just such a big deal, because if they can hold on to this, they pretty much get the other base for free. If they can hold on to this center.
Yep. And I agree with their decision to go for the center base. They just need to make sure that they're sticking together here.
Oh, big sandwich though, and Mr. T is nowhere to be found. Nomus King getting 2-on-1 right in the middle of the map.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is disastrous for the blue team.
Definitely with Daedra coming up behind.
Yeah, while blue teams seem to have had an edge with the technology of their armies, now it seems it's gonna have to get back into that square one where they're behind again. So now they have to figure something out.
Yeah, Nomus King lost almost all of his armies down to 90 supply, and he doesn't have a bank to replenish it.
I mean, look at Torino's like minerals compared to the blue team. Same with Daedra's right now. They're
Yeah, and he just spent his bank and
he
got over
has spent a
200
lot.
supply, so...
Yeah, so red team is snowballing in economy, but not really in tech. So this game could still go either way, as long as we get great stasis.
Oh
off,
my
blue
God.
team may be able to do it.
That was an incredible
lot of
stasis,
tank
but I feel like
fire,
there's
though.
not enough damage here to finish this off. We will
It's
have to
true.
retreat. And again,
Yeah, we
another
have the
2-on-1
entire Terran army
situation.
missing once again. No coordination in the fights.
This is the central, I think, probably most difficult part about playing a 2 versus 2 game like this, is getting that coordination going, making sure 2 versus 1s happen as little as possible, because they're pretty much going to happen. If your opponent is like tactically savvy, sometimes they'll get the upper hand, sometimes you will. But just trying to get that occurrence rate as low as possible.
Yeah. I mean, then again, red team have kind of taken up most of the map with bases.
Yeah. Yeah, and Nomus King's really far ahead here. He was really
Yeah.
pushing in. He might be looking to take this base out in the top right.
That's a great execution. I love this play by Nomus King. And we have the Protoss player backing up, hopefully. Okay, so they're gonna have a split versus split fight here.
Yeah. Oh man, Daedra going around the long way, taking the rocks, since the siege tanks were blocking off that corridor, and it looks like this base will fall. In the meantime, we do have the fight in the bottom left. 2 big wins
Ooh,
for blue team
ouch.
here.
Ooh, these Goliaths are trading very, very well here at the bottom. I do not like the side
Oh,
of this.
no.
Oh,
Expensive.
That is a big loss to take after those 2 winning fights. Losing all the science vessels.
Escape!
Oh, these 3 Marines.
Oh, that's very exposed siege tanks. The Hydras are just pushing in. They have to back
no.
off
Oh,
now.
but they
Great
they
shot.
siege just in time.
Yeah, that was a close one.
That was a really close one. Otherwise, those Hydras just would have killed them.
Yeah, this game is really just being defined basically as, you know, stronger army versus stronger economy, right? So we have to just see if blue team can do enough damage to the economy, because eventually it will snowball out of favor. They have to get these very great fights when they're this far behind in economy. They're
Yeah.
not really doing that, I think.
What's 8 siege tanks to 1 right now among the Terrans? So if they can just get some good engagements with these siege tanks, they'll be in a great spot. But look at this. As soon as Novus King moves up top left, bottom right, we have a Zerg coming in. Great stasis! Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
More than half the army in a single stasis. Plague does go down.
Oh,
And
now
they're
the
going to be
Hydras are
coming
coming out
back.
now, though.
You have to finish them off.
Oh, no. The Hydras are retreating.
Yeah, they were. I thought they were going to
Yeah.
try to fight that a little bit. Maybe focus
Yeah,
fire.
if he had shift-clicked the carriers immediately, that would have been dead carriers. A huge mistake, I think, from the Zerg player on red team.
Yeah, it's interesting how stasis can do that. You think a spell that your enemy cast is always going to give them the advantage, but it just changes the situation. Big concave 3. The siege tanks not set up. No inspire on any of the siege. Oh, big stuns coming around. Flashbangs all over these siege tanks. They can do nothing as the red army continues to push through. Nice Guardian Shell on the tanks to try and save the rest of them, but they will all go down just like that. Scourge on the Arbiters as well, taking
It's so
one out.
nice to see them played like this. I mean, I don't see anyone else use them, so it's really nice to see people that...
Oh, speaking of Scourge, more coming in here.
Oh, I love them. Look at them go.
Splash damage all over this air army.
They need to be used more. People need to realize that they are good.
Yeah, the problem is, though, when they have so few numbers, it's really just sacrificing your own units into not killing anything, because this recovery shrine is just gonna hammer up that HP. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom.
I mean, Scourge are not expensive in any way.
That's true. That's why we need to see a lot of them for this to really work for the red team.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah,
Taking
or
off that
Plague
turn
Scourge.
was-
Oh man.
Ooh,
These stasises
yeah.
continue to be a huge part of the game, but there's so many Goliaths left over that the air army gets pretty much shut down. 2 carriers coming in to reinforce. And again, Daedra and Torino splitting the attention of their opponents. An attack comes in to the bottom center
I think the map
base.
just speaks for itself right now. It's really just with the bases mining out in the main. We don't really have any economy left for the blue team. The game is slowly gonna favor Daedra and Torino from this point. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, we're kind of reaching that point of the game where it's kind of like everything is mining out, so
Yep.
it's
And
hard.
especially the
want-
mains, for those of you
Yeah.
familiar with StarCraft 2, the mains in Vanguard last twice as long as a regular base. So they're very, very important. It's a big chunk of your economy, not just equal to the expansions. So when you lose that, it's a big moment in the game, big shift.
The supply is just too strong.
Siege tanks trying to get into position here, but they're mostly out of this fight.
But if they siege up fast, there might actually be a chance to push this back. That's a lot of splash damage potential. But they
No
are not
Inspire,
quite
no
fast
Wild
enough.
Mutation, and a lot of
wow.
stuns. Oh my god, the grenades. All these techs flashbanging. Huge, huge stuff.
Wow.
That's wild. I really think that the flashbangs there on the tech means that like you can play a style of raiders without tanks, as we just saw. A very, very low tank count. A couple of tanks definitely entered the game, but towards the end it was just that pure bioforce mixed in with the Goliaths. All right, here we are. Game 2. Torino and Daedra won the first one. Oh, bam. Nailed it. What a god. What do we have? Rainer and Overmind this time for Daedra Torino. And another Rainer. Man, Rainer is popular. Rainer is Oh, Rainer Overmind. So, mirror matchup here.
Yeah. I always enjoy watching Overmind.
By the way, Jack, did you see all the feedback channel stuff from today?
From today, I haven't been in the Discord since we started streaming.
I'm just noting for now. We should check that out later, after this stuff.
After this stream?
Cool. When the turn is done, we should.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Let's hang out and talk about stuff.
Welcome to the pack.
Half
All
a
right,
ninja. Thanks for the follow.
Jack, can you like swing your vocal cords and then do an introduction?
Ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the screen, it's Mr. T in the Overmind, and of course over here it's real Jim Raynor, wow, played by Nomus King, and in the bottom left it's a mirror matchup, it's Daedra on the Overmind, and in the bottom right again we have Raynor in the blue, it's Torino, the man we measure our skill by. We've got some units moving across the map now, oh my god, it's the Zerglings! Glorfidith, tell me how awesome Zerglings are!
Okay, so they're actually amazing, and that's all I really have to say.
All right, excellent points given all. We do have Lings versus Lings. If everything's OP, everything is balanced. We have Marines going across the map. They're trying to get the Reaper. Oh my god, he escapes! All right, I'm out of fake hype. Sorry, guys.
I like how you just go through DJ Club announcement if you ever played the South Park game. Give it up for Daedra! It's pretty good. I love that stuff.
And we have
Man.
Mr. T.
Uh-oh. The sandwich! Sandwich! Let's see it.
Everybody
Come
loves a
out.
sandwich. Here it goes.
Oh.
Can they engage at the right time? Gonna catch a drone. Ambush bunkers going down all over the place.
Oh, look at the Zerglings go at each other.
The Zerglings have high DPS. The red team is just gonna crush everything. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Blue and teal moving across. Orange Marines attempting to survive, but they're going in the wrong
But
direction.
are they going to survive?
They're like, screw
We don't
it, we have to
know.
scout. What's over here?
They
Oh,
are dead.
at the very last moment, they were like, oh shit, we have to go home. And they were like, ah, and just died immediately. Poor little dudes.
I mean, they walked right into the Nidus, so it's kind of
Yeah,
Do you want to
with
know
that,
we have a
maybe-
forward barracks over here for Torino, and that allows him to just help cut into defender's advantage a bit and get that forward rally
This
point.
is a one base lair for Mr. T. I'm very
Oh my
curious
God.
what kind of, I assume, all in they're going to do.
I mean, I guess you can get Zergling speed really quick. He's expanding off of it. It could just be a... I don't know. What do you go for here? Potentially Mutas.
Doesn't really have the gas to supply that. Oh, I think he needs to... it's weird.
Could- Oh, we have a Spire.
He's gonna have to build maybe 3 or 4 mutas to actually annoy anything.
Yeah.
The main is protected by the mineral field protectors, so it's gonna be difficult to do much damage. The Zerg player Daedra doesn't have any anti-air though, so
Yeah.
he's getting the Hydras. Okay.
The expansions, though, are quite vulnerable at this point. Both of them.
Huge point. The Banshees can get shut down.
Oh. That is very fortunate.
Ah.
Oh, goodbye, Zerglings. That was painful.
Oh, man. The ambush bunkers are so awesome. I love the place that they're in right now. They do get some damage, but they're not completely broken. They're worth it, but...
3 mutas on the way. Let's see what's up here.
I love delayed chat because I just know that 180 seconds ago, we induced baby rage upon someone in chat named Half a Ninja who recently followed the channel. I don't know what it is that we said, but it inspired baby rage, and so. Banshee's coming in. Top
And Mute is
center.
coming in.
How many did he get? Oh, he's got 4. 2 more on the way. Banshee's looking good. This mineral field
there's
is unprotected.
Crawler. No.
Oh, crawlers.
This is good for blue. Torino and
Very good
Daedra
for
looking
blue.
excellent.
Oh, here come the mutas coming in. But is it enough?
Looks like he's gonna just lose them? Yeah, just get as many kills as he can here.
Yeah. Then again, they
Yeah.
get a lot of workers, so.
Yeah, it's down to only 1. Whoa, now idle SCV in the
Yeah,
national.
so kind of 0.
Oh, that's an interesting barracks placement. This has not been moved since the beginning of the game. That's gonna rally some units very weirdly. Oh my god, Jack, what do you think that's gonna happen to these 2 Marines and 1 Firebat and another 2 Marines?
Oh, you are so
Ooh.
good at counting, Theo. I can't
Yes.
barely even keep
Oh.
up. They're gonna try to run away and reveal the position of the barracks to their enemies.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 1 Marine tries to escape and turns into a pile of ash.
Ooh,
Yeah, this going up this ramp is gonna be impossible without siege
that
tanks.
was a really, really scary moment.
Yeah, yeah. When
I
it's
was
time to
like,
go
oh,
away.
Oh.
Man, I love this bunny hopping barracks by Torino. He's just like, first it's over here, now it's over here, now I'm gonna jump over here, over these rocks, I'm gonna attack you again.
I'm curious to see if these mutas can actually get some real damage done here. Now preventing this space would be a start.
Yeah, it is the mineral in the expansion, so not quite as important as the other bases, but still very powerful. Marines are quite good. Having more of them is always excellent.
This is getting snowballed
Ooh,
in Red's
big
favor,
stuns.
but the mutas are doing damage too.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're managing to stay, for the most part, out of range of those static defenses. Oh my god!
You say that.
These
but
mutalisks.
that was very scary.
That was very, very scary. They're gonna get killed by this. Oh no, it's an ambush bunker, not a regular bunker. Big counterattack coming in from Torino and Daedra.
Oh, look.
They have the bigger army. The tech advantage is nice. All of this ground stuff for the lurkers to just eat up. But they're focus firing the hatchery instead of fighting the army. This could be an opportunity. There it is. They start turning now. And it's still not enough. Torino and Daedra. Whew.
Yeah, this seems to be a very quick game 2 here coming up for Team Red.
Yeah, they're just going right down the middle. Siege tanks, though, finally, are up to deal with the lurkers.
Some speedy lurkers happening right now. Oh, that poor lurker! Double lurker there! Can you see that? There's 2 lurkers on top of each other.
Yeah, I see that. Actually.
Lurkers do stack. Is true.
Double lurker
Oh,
all
that is terrifying. Stack?
Yeah, but the problem is, like, you get, like, 1 siege tank hit and all your lurkers die if you stack too many of them.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a little bit of cost benefit, but
GG.
that's it. They're gonna
GG
move
to
on.
Torino and Daedra.
Yep, they're gonna go on over to Space Marine and Lilikanen. Oh man.
Ooh. And I think we are just gonna join that game straight away.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Check it out. Give it up with the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the bottom right, Lilikanen and Space Marine,
No.
And in the bottom top left corner screen is Daedra and Torino. Scouting units moving across the map. Get this! To scout!
Oh, the
Ooh.
barracks. Was it scouted? I do not think so. The Did you see this hatchery placement?
Oh, Whoa! Oh no! What?
Wait,
What happened to Daedra? No. What? This is
Daedra, no!
Daedra. What happened? Is he gonna build 2 hatcheries? What's going on here? What is
You've
this?
confused the casters. It's not supposed to go this way.
Everyone's confused. I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, he's building bunkers.
Ooh. A rush. Maybe he'll have to cancel anyway and it won't matter. Spawning pool only on the way. 3rd done or so. Units stream across the map. Commandos. And so many... Oh my god. Just all the bunkers. It looks like Space Marine Lillikinen have found some new cheese.
Yeah, the bunker is the only structure in Terran right now, defensive structure that doesn't have requirement for engineering bay. And with the strike turret back on, there's some cheeses going on here that's been a part of the meta game.
Very cool. I'm always playtesting with the average players, not the tippity top pros, so I'm not privy to this sick new meta.
Sorry. Jeez.
Yeah, so it's definitely doing damage. Because well, now they're killing both bases. I mean, that's problematic, to say the least. The good thing is that the Terran can just scoop over to another base, so that's great. So it's actually debatable how much damage was done here, because Lillikinen's base is still quite some time out, and Torino's done, so he can just start mining. Well, with the base down from Zerg as well.
Yeah, that was an interesting move there. I mean, I don't really know what to say about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty
is it possible
significant.
to get creep that he did that?
Yeah, I don't know. He's running out of creep. These spine crawlers are gonna start to bleed out. I agree though. Like, look at Torino's base. It's up and running way before
I don't want the
Lillikinen's.
spine crawlers to bleed out. That's really sad.
Hatchery should finish in time before they do, but we will see. I think this is worth it. Like, look at how much he's still holding down this area, preventing any of the 5th base, and now he's gonna go attack this way out of position base. Looks like Kebab King gonna join him.
Ooh.
Not too much anti-air though, so I think he'd just be able to lift off and wait it out. That natural finally cleared out. Daedra gonna take it immediately. And if they can secure here, it's gonna be 5 base to 4.
Yeah. I think this is in Blue's favor actually. They can get that advantage. It depends on the damage that Red Team is gonna do here. It still seems pretty close in terms of defensive ability for Blue, so we'll have to see.
Oh, I like this too from Torino. He just immediately just gathers everything up and moves over to this pocket base.
Yep. Ooh,
Yeah,
the
that
market
is
game is super
interesting.
close. For everybody on streams, we recommend you join up on either Braddock's or Demaga stream to follow both of the games playing currently in this this monthly.
Yeah, lots of streaming, lots of memeing. Check it all out. Have a great time. And we have a potential Void Ray attack, but these Goliaths are so ridiculously ready for it.
Oh, but he's gonna use the ability. They're not spread out.
Oh, that was a big shadow cannon from Kebab King.
He can still clean up the Void Rays though. He can kill 3 Void Rays if he starts chasing, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna push him away. I think that was a retreat shadow cannon. Try to get that Void Ray out of there. Not much at all done with all that investment into the Stargate tech, but he will have the Tempest easier to access later on, which is quite nice. clearing up some Xel'Naga energy out on the map, and Lucanine Space Marine moving to 6th base, taking the mineral only. It's kind of nice when you expand in this way. These bases are pretty open to attack, but you can go back and forth between them pretty easily. The other bases are a little bit more secure as far as terrain is concerned, but they're much further away.
Yeah, and I think if Daedra and Torino, they want to get something out of this. I don't know if Ultra's the right choice. They're typically just tanking material, right? They don't give much damage, and when you're not if you're not even with the damage output, they're just gonna slowly die, I think so.
He does already have the upgrade. It's 850 hit points. If you can get the Marine behind it, maybe that's enough DPS. I don't know. Oh, running into these. Oh no! So many of these Diamondbacks get set up, get a lot of hits off on the Ultras, flanking Marines from the side. The Ultras are going to get Wild Growth moved in. Meanwhile, we do have Chrono Boost all over these Diamondbacks, dealing extra damage. That is a rough engagement for the blue team.
It's nice to see Ultras this game. I've not seen any Ultras played this tournament so far.
Yeah, Daedra and Torino just struggling to get their armies to fight at the same time right now.
Yeah, that's the problem with the red and orange team, is they are very they know each other's playstyles very, very well, it seems.
Oh, he's gonna lose an Ultra inside the. Oh my God, he lost an Ultra inside the Overseer.
Look okay right now for the fight, so let's see if they can snowball it, triggering some. I think
this is looking rough.
It's gonna be a red victory here.
Yeah, Void Ray harassment in the main, totally missed it. Look at this, we're at 4 out of 12 in Torino's main right now, and that's it. There's the GG. Game 1 goes to our professional players, Lucanine Space Marine.
GG.
GG, well played, everyone.
American-German combo versus the Barbarous Danish combo here, and now with the picking phase, we have a Nerazine commander, and I believe it's Vorazun for Space Marine, aka Kebab King. In next to him, what was I supposed to say? We have Lucanine with
Warfield.
Warfield, that's true, that's true. And he's against.
Is that a Nova?
I think it's Nova. Indeed, a Nova.
Yeah, it looks like Torino Nova.
We have a quick barracks. Then we have.
Daedra's on Abathur, so we may have more burrow move shenanigans.
I like it.
Another forward barracks from Lucanine.
Yeah, I think Torino has decided to fight this potential bunker rush with his own stuff, which pretty much results in mirror. Although he's gonna go straight into a CC, whereas Torino's making the Marines. So I'm not sure if this is to be counted as a mistake, but these Marines, they will not be doing anything. Oh, we have a double expand. Interesting.
Oh, I come back to a double expand. What's going on here?
Proxy barracks too. Look in the middle left.
Ah, I see.
With that reinforcing point, it should be a really strong push against this open natural. We are in a rush.
Gateway is gonna finish pretty soon though, and with the Marines holding back forces, he may. I think Red Team is gonna hold.
Well, we'll see. At least it's going to deny some mining time from this base. So far, the numbers are an advantage of Torino. That barracks is finishing as well. Reinforcement's going to come in very quickly. Almost equidistant, the barracks and the gateway are from this expansion, this contention point. Oh, he's going to...
There's a stronger Marine force up there, though.
Yeah, he was trying to bait him, I think, up the ramp with the bigger force. Now the trap is sprung. He's moving forward. So many commandos here from Torino. Nice micro back there by Kebab King, keeping most of his zealots alive. Very difficult to do.
Keep them alive, yeah.
In the meantime, by the way, Daedra is just taking bases and macroing up super hard. Getting up
Very
the
interesting to see what strategy
Hydra Den.
Daedra is gonna go for.
Yeah,
Seeing a Hydra and a spawning pool.
going
And
for
this
some worker
natural is
kills.
still not mined. It's
No.
being kept on mining. It's 2 production facilities versus 2. The Marines are just getting, you know, the advantage here.
And now Daedra's starting to join in the offensive. Cybernetics core,
Ooh.
not the best place to build that. It's going to get taken down.
Yeah, I'm
it's-
seeing.
Base as well.
Yeah, with the advanced structures going down instead of the basic production facilities, Red is just not defending.
We do
Alright.
finally have that diamond back up. Should be able to help. That scramble for the factory tech is complete. And we'll go into a little bit of a moment of breathing here. A little bit of silence. Players are going to start scouting each other out a bit more. Should be able to get that base back up. Ooh, wow, look at this. Daedra Torino keeping on the pressure immediately. Running over to attack the other expansion. The other natural expansion. Diamondbacks are set up. Force the retreat from the Marines. Gonna snag some Zelnaga energy on their way out by killing that neutral turret.
Yeah, the energy matters a lot. You need it. Do cool spells. Kill more things.
Makes a big difference in a lot of the engagements.
It does. It really does. Okay.
Spaceman's really trying to get back in the game with the Oracle harassment. They rushed for these powerful units, but I just think Daedra and Torino have a very strong lead here. The extra base, as well as the damage ahead there. Though they are doing okay at coming back, with this Oracle harassment especially.
Yeah, just now it really got a full wipe there on the mineral line. And it's preventing a lot of mining time, even if it's not killing everything.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
can see the
Yeah.
you can, you know, absorb 5 workers into your command center. That's a lot of your mining workers that you can just protect like that. It's great.
We'll lose that forward rally point. And the 6th base will be scouted.
Yeah, here come the oracles.
Keep in mind too, for those of you more familiar with StarCraft 2, these oracles do not use energy to attack. They have a regular attack, so you can just sit on this hatchery and eventually kill it. Oh, that was incredible.
Oh my.
Great movement prediction from Torino.
Speaking of movement prediction,
Whoa.
another
Oh.
Back
Yeah,
and
I
forth
see
here.
what's going on here.
these
Daedra
Hydras
to the
are
rescue.
So fast out of combat. He can actually just push this down.
Oh, wow. And with the inspiration on him, going to be focusing down all of these expensive siege units. That's the
Such a
aperture
great
trait for the
position to not
Hydralisk.
engage for Lila Canine here.
Starting to see the Liberators rain down liberation beams of lasers from above.
Yeah, they're gonna deal okay with the Marines, but I think these Liberators, they may, you know, have a disadvantage against the Hydras. They do not absorb as much splash damage as they would like, so I'm curious to the reason why they're being built here. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and it's not like Liquid and Space Marine aren't familiar with the units, and they're trying out something new, right? If they're building
Exactly.
something, they're building it because they think it's effective.
Exactly.
Mhm. And do you think that's gonna slightly give Torino and Daedra an advantage in that way?
I would argue yes. They're pretty expensive units, although it's like a Banshee in cost. I just don't know if this is the right comp to make them against, although they are effective harassers too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, if they were being used for harassment, I could definitely see it. They seem to be trying to just add some extra DPS to the fights, but they get taken down so quickly by the Hydralisks.
Yeah, and he uses the Raven to clear. Oh, the Hydra engagement here. Space Marine using his spell. Though not much utility. Not much use from it. And
oh, here comes a big push into 2 Diamondbacks, but they're completely exposed. They're going to go down pretty quickly. Advantage Red so far. Wild growth on the Hydras will help them escape or perhaps counterattack. Yep, looks like they're going for this base in the center middle.
yeah, I think they want to avoid engaging. Space Marine Lillikini, they're notorious for building these strong heads-up fighters, but very immobile. So I think Daedra Torino should base their strategy out of picking them off at the right locations or base trading and counterattacking.
Yeah, they kind of have this leapfrogging Lancer Diamondback combo.
Yeah,
that we've
I think
seen
it's
before.
beautiful. The Lancers will be invisible in the front while the Diamondbacks they sit in the back and.
I mean, this is really, really
wow.
great.
He's
Daedra
engaging
right now.
engaging without the Diamondbacks though in the back.
Yeah, that's.
I think that was a major oversight.
Meanwhile, though, the natural for Kebab King is going down.
Oh, Inspire on the troops, gonna help them finish it off as well as the
Yeah,
defending
it's down.
forces.
And he's gonna go straight for the other expansion. No, he's trying.
Oh,
to
he's just gonna
escape.
run. He's just gonna
I
try to
think
keep
that's the
his
right
units alive.
decision. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, they're pretty low on forces right now. If Torino lost his army, that would be really bad.
Yeah, so with the +1 base advantage, I think we're still in a relatively even game. The army composition for Red is, despite being behind in supply, it's just so powerful. I think Blue Team may have to decide whether they want to keep on the aggression or switch into something more late game.
Positionally, though, this is really nice. Big attack
yeah.
again into the central base is going to force all of the red team units back. It's going to delay some mining time, and they should be able to escape in the very least, but maybe just get set up here.
Ooh, this is very dangerous for the Blues.
All through the line of sight blockers. So many free shots going off. Wild. Oh, we have disruptor balls coming in. Potentially some really big hits there on the disruptors.
They have what I like to call the big boys.
Yeah, the big boys are in town.
The big boys are here,
The big
destroying
boys are bad in
everything.
town.
They
Look
are
at that.
terrifying. They are
110 hit point siege tank, Diamondback, rather. Staying alive, just being annoying.
Yeah, I think
Finally goes down.
Red Team are struggling with their expansion pattern here, so that's why they're getting these weird setups, because they are expanding each direction. But that was a really great engagement for Team Red, although the line of sight blockers, like you mentioned, they made things very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, overall, if you look at the army supply of each, we're pretty even at the moment.
Oh, is Daedra taking that expansion?
He's gonna get that one, I think
Yeah.
so. Quick.
Again. Oh my god. This
Nope.
is
Interesting.
spiraling out of control.
This is
Daedra and
crazy.
Torino look amazing right now, looking with only 88 supply of army left.
Whoa. That
And he's
is-
using it very intelligently, but there's only so far at a good unit composition is going to get you.
But I love how they're pressuring with mobile units on each side of the map here. That's the strongest way to split this strong army composition apart. It's very slow. There's no war prisms to transport them around, and oh no.
You could get right on top of the disruptors. Tough
Ow.
dodging these shots, but going to be able to get away for the most part. Another base looking like it's going to go down. Lillikini Space Marine desperately sending everything they have to try and defend this base. Mutalisks come into play. Oh, what a disaster. What a
Capitalizing
disaster.
with no anti-air. Oh god. That's
Oh,
just-
except for the Marines. I don't think he should be fighting this. This might be a major mistake. We'll pull
Oh,
back.
no.
The Marines are the only thing that shoots up here.
That you have a really good point there. Yeah.
Couple of
We lost
Havocs
a lot
just
of
popped
units,
out.
Though. It's I don't know. It could still go both ways. Although blue definitely have a huge advantage here. I just think this army is so powerful. The Disruptor Diamondback combo.
Yeah, they need... Looking Space Marine need to take some really nice, efficient heads-up fights. And they might
And
be getting
something-
one here. Now they're kind of split off in all kinds of different directions. Look at their armies. Now they're
Yeah.
going to unify. A lot of Zerglings did go down through all of that.
Yeah, and
Couple
I
of
think another
free Marine
now
pickups
they're
over here.
realizing they need to secure these towers and wall them off. They want that firing power and HP from the Aegis guns to protect them here, especially when they're expanding in two different directions.
Yep. A lack of static defenses, whether it be by mineral or by Zelnaga energy, hurting Space Marine Lillikin right now.
Uh-oh. Victorino is so extending a little bit here. He doesn't really know what's on this side of the field.
Oh,
Diamondback's getting picked off.
some revenge. The line of sight blockers working in favor this time of Lillikin.
Oh, I think he has to get off with the Diamondbacks because they're getting crushed by the Disruptors. It's a hard to counter.
Gonna run in with the Mutas. Try to pick off some units, and then we'll get done. Chrono gets wasted, though. I shouldn't say wasted. It did help the Marines a little bit, but most of those Hydras made it out. Mutas made it out, rather.
I think this is a perfect example of a game where, again, you have to...
Oh. Took one peek over that cliff and did not like what they saw.
No, they didn't know like what's happening right now.
They're taking an engagement here, the red team, on their premise.
Oh.
And that's just,
And Lurkers really just plays into Space Marine Lillikin's play for the most part.
Either Diamondbacks or Lurkers are the right choice here.
Yeah.
They need something that can pull them away and deal with the Disruptors on a different way. In a different way, it's just...
Yeah. We are going to see a counterattack while this siege is going on. A lot of enemy blue forces, committed to this side of the field. Slight misclick is not going to get them to where they need to go immediately. But that leaves only 2 Diamondbacks left over here to defend.
Ouch.
This is getting into a potential
This is
base
such a crazy
tradey kind of a
game to
situation.
It's... Wow.
There's pretty much even damage potential on both sides of the map here. Blue team does have the income advantage though, so eventually it should go towards them, I think.
Yeah, as long as they don't lose to this push right here. And they figure out a way to tech out of this issue to deal with the Disruptor. Because right now, the Lurkers aren't going to get it done. The Diamondbacks aren't going to get it done. They need a different tool.
What is good against them, though? The Disruptor.
I think
Besides counterattacking, it's great to have infestors to... They have strong spells that are great against immobile units because you're guaranteed hits. But you can also get, tank units, the Predators for Abathur. Torino also has the option for going air units, these techie air units, either Raven or Science Vessel that can, play some spells, Irradiate and the Point Defense Drone. These techie units can help as well when you have these lower tier units in your main brute force army composition.
Right.
just
But
send
I think
them
they're
out.
going for... Yeah, they're just going for counterattacks. I think that's how they want to do it, and then get a huge concave, lure the red forces into this open field area, and then sandwich it all. We have a pause.
Oh no, what happened?
Quick pause.
I believe Lilicanin Space Marine nailed the first game. Is correct?
Yeah, it's 1-1 right now.
Okay.
Wait, is this game 2? Did I do it again?
I think it's game 2. It should be 1-0.
Whoops. Never keep me in charge of the score.
Don't you worry.
I have to look at my match history now. I don't trust myself with this stuff anymore.
It's okay, Jay. So, yep, we're ready. All right.
Oh, getting back into it. All right.
Seem to have some technical difficulties. Oh, goodbye, Lurkus. Ouchie. Yeah,
Oh, and here's the sandwich. Here's the sandwich.
Is this the sandwich we've been waiting for?
Yep.
Is it enough?
Is it enough?
Does not look like it. We had the sandwich got counted by another sandwich.
Yeah.
It's funny how often you end up seeing that happen, because everyone's trying to do the surrounds and get the angles.
It's because surrounds are so effective most of the time.
Yeah.
Marine's going to do a little bit of harassing on the left side, but I don't think it's enough to save him. Looking Space Marine. Looking incredible right now. This is a really great game.
Yeah, this really is. Yeah. There's so much happening to look at. It's great. I mean, all the players we have right now in this matchup are really strong players, whether in StarCraft 2 or Vanguard.
Yeah,
Leaves us with an even mining base count. Actually, there's a +1 for the red team now.
Yeah,
the
top
arm
right.
size is different. It's just gonna result in a 2-0, I think.
Yeah, and there it is. GG, well played. Good luck moving on. That is all she wrote.
Yeah.
GG, well played. Who are you rooting for, JaKaTaK?
There we are. Dimaga Braddock.
I think so.
Because I know you're gonna root for your countrymen, so we have to
Let's
keep
root
this
for-
a fair and balanced
Unless they buy
cast.
me a beer after the tournament, then I don't root for them otherwise.
The standard classic Lilkinen early racks out in the middle of nowhere to shorten that rush distance. It's pretty much no risk maneuver. Just cost some APM to make sure you get it back. Or even then, do you even need to get it back? A lot of times it won't be necessary because when you lose the barracks, you don't actually lose the supply. And as long as you have
I think
enough
at
barracks
this
as a home,
position,
it's
it's fine to leave it out.
Yeah. It's one of the things that came along with that change where we said, once you get your supply, you keep it. You can't lose it. Also, RZCG, welcome to pack. Thanks for the follow.
I hope that what is okay? So Dimaga is saving up money. There's a ton of circlings. They aggroed both of the turrets. Of course they did.
Are Zerglings being bad again? I can't see, but I can imagine it in my mind box.
Yeah, I want you to imagine Zerglings killing Xel'Naga turrets in the bottom right of Karina.
I like that. Yeah.
Now they're moving across the map and chasing a stupid adept that doesn't even know how to attack. Silly adept.
Well, we all know Zerglings are children that do not listen to you, so I can imagine that's happening right now. Happens to me.
Marines poking around, looking for some action. For the most part, people are just clearing towers here. We are in the finals. I believe this is game 1, but I
It
don't
is
even
game 1.
assume that anymore. At this point, I've just given up knowing what game it is. I'm only going to ask.
Well, I can tell you that it is.
It is officially
It
confirmed by Theo, head admin, curator of tournament games,
Professional pole dancer.
professional pole
Oh
dancer,
my.
memer, streamer, and beamer.
And destroyer.
Oh, also destroyer. That's true.
Destroyer of days.
Destroyer of my nice day I was having, and then Theo showed up and was like, huh. Fluffy wants to enjoy her
Irony.
life? Never.
Actually, there is something. You have Conor McGregor.
Ah, that's a good point. Ireland does have Conor McGregor.
I think at least.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. He's not
Well,
just a
it
person
is-
who happens to be Irish. He's a person who's Irish and has, like, you know, Ireland as part of his brand, pretty much.
With the quote, "Oh my fuck you, boy."
That's the
Something like
one.
that.
That's perfectly
That
pronounced.
is how we all sound.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of
Is
the
that
Irish
how I
folk.
sound? Is
Yep,
that-
100%. You just
So
have
wait,
no
wait.
treble. It's like.
I've had some, studies in about Ireland. Are you in a civil war, Glofidith? Are you out there battling people?
Yeah, I'm out there right now. With my spear.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's great.
she's streaming from a mobile command center.
Yeah, I'm currently riding my Ultralisk into battle.
5 bases, and this base of all bases, Braddock, that when the other one has
Oh,
a geyser,
God.
you secure it.
Oh god.
Interesting.
A lot of misses on the shadow cannons. High energy. Void Ray goes down. Just mineral units here for Damaga and Braddock. Making a nice push. Getting quite a bit of damage done as far as army trades go. And,
Oh, no.
just barely not another Void Ray.
I think Damaga and Braddock are setting themselves up for a lead here. They have income advantage. They can now freely use their gas that they haven't really spent on units yet to whatever counters this army composition. I think like a strong muter switch or something like that could be strong here. The Void Rays are not great against them, and there's no NTR.
Yeah, except the commandos. They're pretty
Yeah.
short range.
A lot
Especially
of
if you can
segments,
catch
yeah.
if you can catch Space Marine without Lilicanine with some mutas, that's gonna be disgusting.
Okay, so Damaga is trying to counter the brute force army here with Ultralisk.
Oh my god, that Shadow Cannon. Shadow Cannon's so effective against the low hit point commandos. Decisive victory for Space Marine Lilicanine.
Already?
Just the battle, not the whole video game.
Okay. Well, you see,
When you can't
I am
see,
a
it's
little
tough.
bit yes, it's
It's tough.
it's a little tough right now.
Blind. I know. I've had to blind cast a lot of games, and you know, congratulations, it's your first blind cast game. There are gonna be more because
Oh, of
imperfections
course there
happen.
was.
You're just building your skills. Ooh, baiting
You know,
out a shadow
working
cannon
on
there.
my,
Glorfidel.
Ooh, baiting out a second shadow cannon, but this army is very powerful. I like this zoning, stopping the land forces from being able to get in, and they're gonna use that to move up the ramp.
There's no
Ooh.
sandwich on this army.
This is a brutal position to try and deal with. Shadow cannons going down.
I think the
Oh, that
Diamondbacks are
chrono!
just cleaning
Oh
up.
my God, that is a chrono Inspire. They stacked them. That's how fast those Marines were moving and attacking.
Yeah, and I think without a sandwich, Braddock and Damaga, they just got crushed.
Wow.
Crushed.
Total destruction here. Moving into the next game. Next, of course.
And it's 1-0 for Lilicanine Space Marine.
Spawning on the top left. They are up 1 game, unless I'm totally wrong. I don't think I'm totally wrong. I think they're up 1 game. Spawning in the top left, it's Space Marine and looking in the bottom right. We've got Braddock and Dimaga. Dimaga, one of the pioneers of creep spreading in StarCraft 2. One of the first people to take it to the next level and be like, no, I'm creeping this whole map. And people were just like, what, the Dimaga? And that is when I became a huge Dimaga fan, and I still am today.
If you can be the inventor of something, then what is a pioneer?
Pioneer is more likely than inventor, because there are so many people that play StarCraft. It's more likely that someone else decided that CreepSpray was good and did it all the time before Dimaga did. But Dimaga was the one that, or one of the ones, Dimaga and Scarlet especially, that pushed it into the meta, that pushed it into the sort of, I don't know, purview of the RTS community or the StarCraft community.
Sure.
It's gonna be nice. Interesting.
Yeah, little bunker block over here. Try to slow down the expansions. Now, Laurasia is one of these super Zergling favored attack paths everywhere kind of map. I think it's going to be a nice place for Dimaga to get work done. Ooh, this is very aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
2 forward barracks. That's unnecessary. Really great high ground over here. Lily and Space Marine just have so much advantage. Anakin is forced to retreat because, of course, they have the high ground.
Yep, when that happens.
Yeah. When that happens, you should just not try it, I think. That's my opinion on the high ground.
I agree.
A lot of the units for the red team are rallying out. Inspire on the Marines, Chrono on the blue Marines to counter. Reinforcements coming in. We're getting a little bit of chase given here. I was not expecting that to go so heavily in the favor of Braddock and Dimaga. This is a lot of aggression from Dimaga and Braddock, but they seem to be getting pushed back now. And I don't think they didn't really do any economic damage, did they?
No, I don't think so.
Gonna go ahead and take out the turret here. And the rush is over. So, as everything settles out, we've got 3 base for Dimaga Braddock and just about 4 for Space Marine Lilican. No high ground shenanigans, right? Nope. So this is looking pretty good economically for the blue team. Red team, though, with a pretty strong army. And they're going to be fighting on their side of the map, so I don't know. These Lancers are going to make it pretty difficult to engage. Looks like they're going to try and engage anyway. Wild Mutation on the Zerglings moving forward, stutter stepping the Marines to target down those Lancers. A lot of Lancers not getting any shots off at all as they're trying to get some stutter steps in. The Zerglings just tanking so much damage for these Marines to be able to do their damage, but Zerglings are running out, and now we're going to see the Marine count start to drop for Braddock. Beginning the retreat, but with these reinforcements so close, this is gonna be a nice, relatively easy hold, I think, for Dimaga Braddock.
That's the thing about using Zamaga energy and why you should get it for spells. They make such a big difference in fights.
Yep. They actually really just determine the outcome.
Yeah, definitely. If you use a spell, you just automatically have an advantage.
Yeah, and sometimes when you use a spell, it's it's a mistake. We see some players just throw down spells too early and too late, then you lose that Zamaga energy. It's like having your ult ready, and then burning your ult and getting shut down early. It really hurts the team. Man, this just basic army, minerals only, streaming into the base over and over and over again. I think this is where it ends, though. We've got Diamondbacks and Lancers. This anti-ground force, Space Marine looking so powerful. But very little anti-air at the moment. Wonder if we'll see any switches. Just continual production of Marines and Zerglings from Demaga and Braddock.
And I don't think it's going to be enough against the blue team's army right now. It's a lot more advanced.
Definitely more advanced. I think their only hope at taking a cost-effective engagement would be to catch them unsieged, as they are now. Looks like they're buying their time. Uh-oh. And we're starting to get everything set up. The Lancers are starting to get set up. As are Diamondbacks. Nice move here. Coming from both sides, trying to focus fire down. The Diamondbacks are these Marines from Braddock. And he's starting to get there, but all these Lancers are still going to be left over, even if every Diamondback goes down.
And I think the economy is just snowballing in Team Red's favor here.
Yeah, they were pretty all in with that attack. It was just constant and didn't really stop. They've been 3-based the whole time. That's it. GG. Well played, Little Canadian Space Marine. Win! If I'm not mistaken. The Vanguard Monthly number 4 with a 2-0. 2-0 sweeps all across the board. Didn't drop a single map. Well done to them.
They destroyed.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and hanging out. It's been a wonderful day of casting and video games. Thank you, of course, to Glorfidith and Tio for joining me today.
And thank you as well. And, to live up to the reputation we've had, I'm just going to go straight away and fix people's prices so that they also leave all sound and happy and shit. So
that's right. We like to pay people on time because that's important. It's pretty basic stuff that tournaments seem to mess up. We don't want to be one of those people. So I'm going to get these winners their money. $100 for first place. And I think $60 for second, right? I can even just check it. What? Yeah. And third and fourth are going to get $20 each. So nice. The Groovy team is going to get $20, and then Daedra Torino as well. So great job to everyone. Thank you for tuning in once again, and we'll see you next time.